Today I'd like to talk about setbacks and how they're just a part of life. We all experience them, and what it really comes down to is how do we react to setbacks is the key. Do we react positively or do we react negatively to setbacks? And I always like to think that you can always make a positive out of a setback or a failure. It's just your mindset and how you approach a setback or a failure. And you know, a classic example is myself, right? I'm working on this new series called Meyochi Office. And what Meyochi Office is it's going to be a 3 series where I'm doing stretching exercises for people sitting in office chairs. And I've got this office setting in some very unique locations, and I can't wait to show you. But it's been a challenge to the least to get these series filmed. And classic example, I had all my stuff set up, and it takes a long time to set up all your videos and stuff, and got it ready to go, and it was just too windy outside. And when it's windy like that, it really hits your microphone, and when your microphone hits the wind, it's very distracting to the viewer. The last thing you want to hear is so I had to scrap that day. And I said, okay, it's the wind, it's the weather, you know, things aren't perfect when you're out here on the beach, and you just have to roll with it. So I did it again, and I went to another place, tried it again, and setting everything up, and I'm excited, the beautiful day, and I'm getting ready to put out my chair, and I'm like, where's my chair? I forgot my chair. And the whole point of Meyochi Office, right, is to be sitting in your chair doing stretching exercises, and I forgot to bring my chair. I had all my camera equipment, everything was set out. And you talk about a setback. That one really made me feel defeated after that. And you know, I'm sure I said a few choice words out there because I had just this great, feeling that this was going to be a great video, and I couldn't do it. I'm at the beach, and I got no chair to do my filming. So that was a setback. Did I feel defeated? Yeah, you better believe I felt defeated. I almost felt like just saying, that's it, I'm not going to do this series anymore. But I have used a philosophy that I have learned from one of my college professors 30 years ago, whenever it was that I went to college. I can't remember, it's been so far now. And he was believe it or not, a calculus teacher. And he taught it in a very unique way where you had to learn things by more of a visualization. And he would say that once you get frustrated and you can't figure out the problem, just walk away from it for a while. Go do something else, go sit underneath the tree, go walk, do whatever, but just walk away from the problem, the math problem that you can't figure out. And he says what will eventually happen is magically the idea will pop back into your head. And I have used that philosophy my entire life since he told me that. And it works perfectly for setbacks and failures. So you have a setback, and you can't just seem to get it right. And the best thing to do is not to get all frustrated and turn this thing into a negative and start throwing things and cussing like I did a little bit. We're all human. But just, walk away from it. So what did I do? I walked away from it. Thought about other things, wiped my brain clear of Meyochi Office for a few days, and just kind of breathed deep and concentrated on other things. Didn't let it bug me or stress me out. And lo and behold, a few days later, I got a couple more ideas in my head. I felt recharged and ready to go and tackle Meyochi Office with a vengeance. And sure enough, about a week ago, I filmed my first Meyochi Office, and it went successfully well. And now I'm all charged up to do my other 2 parts of the series. I'm going to do one tomorrow, and then I'll have my 3rd one probably sometime next week. I'm hoping to have it posted probably in about a month or so. But I feel much better on the inside. I never really stressed out about it, and I finally got it filmed. So the takeaway from this is, try not to stress out about your failures. Learn from them, walk away from it for a while, wipe your brain clear, And those ideas are going to pop in your heads for the solutions. And you're going to actually make your idea or whatever you're trying to do actually even better. So how does this fit into our 4 pillars of Meyochi? One of the 4 pillars is stress reduction, right? If you can learn how to make positives out of your setbacks and your failures, your stress level is going to go down. And over time, with practice, we all have the failures and the setbacks. You're going to know that when you have a setback, you're just going to say, I'm going to follow Mark's idea and just walk away from it for a while, clear my brain, and the idea is going to come back in your head. And you're going to feel more confident when you have those setbacks, and you're going to be like, it's no big deal, and your stress level goes down. So what are my 4 pillars of Meyochi? Flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. You follow my 4 pillars, and your quality of life is going to improve dramatically. Now, I usually go and do something as the sun rises out in the ocean, or some kind of an exercise, but I kind of had a fight with an oyster bed a few days ago, and guess what? My feet lost. And I have a bunch of cuts on the bottom of my feet that are still healing, so I don't want to quite go out in the ocean or do anything too strenuous. So I think I'm just going to go for a casual walk today. And I see you. I just wanted to make a quick snapshot. First of all, we got some cool pelicans coming by right here. Oh, you know my pelicans are my favorites. And they're just hitting that water with the offshore breeze and traveling. But the reason I'm doing this quick little note is, see these right here? This sand right here? This is a loggerhead turtle that just came up last night and came into the sand dunes and laid its eggs. It's turtle laying season here. And this was literally about, 25 yards where I shot Meyochi this morning. I didn't see it because it was pitch dark, or I probably would have done it right in front of this turtle track. But the turtles come up out of the ocean at night, and this is their flippers as they drag their whole body up the beach. And they're very, very heavy, 400, 500 pounds, and this is their little flippers. And they go all the way to the sand dunes, dig a big hole with their back feet, and then lay eggs. And their legs are usually about, 75 to 100 eggs. And they bury them, and then about, 2-3 months later, they hatch, and little teeny loggerhead turtles about this big come out, and they travel out into the ocean. They say, and they're not 100% sure, but they say that the little baby turtles will geolocate themselves to this place, this island, and they will always come back here to lay their eggs in the future when they become adults. Don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they say. So this is a loggerhead turtle track that laid its eggs last night. I just thought you might like to know that. All right, talk to you later. I see you.